Hello students, today we are going to discuss the practical number 4 for the class 12 computer science as per the CBSE Python list suggested. So I have already discussed the 3 practicals in this series, and if you didn't watch, these were basically the programs using recursion. So if you didn't watch those programs, I will recommend please go and watch those programs. It will be beneficial for you to understand these practicals. For your simplicity, I have created a playlist class 12 computer science on my channel. You may find it. So today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic, that is you will have some text file and you need to read it line by line using Python program, and then display each word separated by a hash symbol. Okay, so this program will be very interesting. This is new for you. This also explore the possibility for file handling in Python. How to do file handling in Python, we will cover a little bit knowledge about this also here. So as usual, what will be our discussion criteria or discussion flow? I will discuss the problem first, then I am going to do step by step solution, to the problem. Then I will give the Python code to solve this particular problem. Then we will see run the code in Spider Editor. And you may, if you are using some different editor, it will work in that also, and demonstrate it. Okay, so let's get started without delay. So what we are going to do today is we need to create a file and read it line by line and display each word of the file separated by hash symbol. Okay, so this is actually your problem. First we will understand the problem, what actually it is, what actually they are asking. They are asking that you have some file. Let's suppose you have some file called, this is, let's suppose, test.txt. Let's suppose this is a text file and it is having some content. Let's suppose this is test file, welcome to MGS classes. Okay, thank you for watching. Let's suppose this is the content of the file. This is a text file on your computer and this is the content of this file, and what actually in output it is desired. So this file has contained, let's suppose, 4 lines. It has contained, first line, second line, third line and 4 line. So what is, let's suppose this is a, I have added this line because I will create a file also, so that otherwise if the file is already created, you don't need to create it, you can directly read it. First we will read it using Python program. Remember this, line by line we will read, like we have read here. This is a test file, welcome to MGS, then classes, then thank you for watching. There are 4 lines. You will read it a line by line using a Python program, and then display each word. What is the word? Each word means this is a one word, after space there is another word, after space there is another word, after a space there is another word, after a space there is another word. These are the words. Okay, you should know what are the words, otherwise you will not know how what needs to do. So what actually they are asking, read this file line by line, and then after each word, this is the word, this is the word, each is the word, test is the word, file is the word. You know what is word in English actually, okay, that have some meaning actually. So this is a meaning, each is a meaning, test is a meaning, file has a meaning. So that's why these are words. Okay, so in case of programming language, what we do, we considered word is we separate this file by space, and between the at the left hand side of the space one word will be there, at the right hand side of the space one word will be there, then again we are looking for a space. So between the two spaces there will be a one word actually. This is how we are calculating the this is how we are knowing that what is word. Okay, now what is the problem, what is the they are asking, they are asking, they want this kind of output, this then hash should come, this hash should symbol should be appear after each word, then each should come and hash then come, then test should come and then again hash should come, then file should come and then again hash should come, then next line will come. So welcome, then again one hash should come, then to, then again one hash should come, then mgs, then again hash should come, then go to the fourth line, classes, then again hash should come, and then thank, again hash should come, you, then again hash should come, for, then again hash should come, watching. So actually this is the output that is required. Okay, you will be given this text file, write a Python program that will read this text file and give this output, after each word append a keyword hash. Actually this is the problem. Now to solve this problem you should know how to do file handling in the Java. Oh sorry, Java no, or it's Python. File handling in Python. Actually in last session it was Java, that's why Java came to my words. So file handling in Python, I am giving you how to read the file. File is basically read using this particular line. File can be read using this particular method. Very simple. Open means open the file, then you will write the file name, then you will read file name, full file name with extension, keep this in mind, full file name with extension and location of the file, otherwise it will be difficult. Then you will pass the mode of opening. Let's suppose either you are opening this file for reading purpose, then you will open this in reading mode. Either you are opening this file for writing purpose, then you are going to use the writing mode. Either or you are trying to open this file for appending the new content in existing content, then you are going to use the appending mode. Okay, so there is a symbol special for reading, there is a symbol R, for writing there is a symbol W, for appending there is a symbol A, and there are another symbol that comes for text purpose. If you are opening this file and reading in a text format, then you will pass the T, and if you are reading this file in a binary format like for images and etc files, you will use the B format. This you need not to worry, because by default the reading mode and by default the file mode of opening will be in the text only, so you need not to write it manually like we are doing here. Okay, so let's suppose this is a text.file and it is lies on my desktop. Let's suppose this is a test.file, it lies on my desktop. You know, the area in which you work. After opening the window that appears first is known as desktop, on which you see the various icons like my computer and etc. This is the desktop, and you have some file on the desktop, let's suppose. Then you should know what is the file path of the file is what, at what location this file is exists. So let's suppose this file exists on C, on like username, let's suppose admin account if you are having. Then you have some desktop folder, and in this desktop folder you have the file name is test.txt. this is how the file location is defined. So this is the location of the file, this is the location of the file at which this file is residing or placed location, and this is the file name. And what is its extension? This is the extension is always put after this dot in the file name. After this is the only file name, test is the file name. This is complete with the extension, and this dot txt is known as extension. Okay, extension tell that what kind of file it is. .txt means it is a text file, .doc means it is a word file, .ppt means it is a PowerPoint presentation file. That's how this extension help us to identify what kind of data this file has. So we are concerned about the text file here only. Okay, so to open the file you need to remember this method, open method, and you will pass the file name with full path like this, and then you will pass the mode in which you want to open. Currently in this program we are going to open this file in read mode and in text mode, so we will pass the R as a argument. Okay, so let me show you on my desktop. Here we will create a file, and so that you can understand what I have told to you. Okay, so let me delete all those stuff first because it's not necessary now, or we can just erase. Don't delete it, let's have it for some time. So now I am showing you how to create a file on desktop. Let's suppose this is my desktop, you are seeing in the background blue color. Now to create a file I will go here and create a file by let's suppose you want to create file, new file here, and you will create here by clicking on the right click. It will open like this, then go to the next, and then you just click on the text file, and here you will write the name of the file. Let's suppose I have the test file, so this is the test file I have created. If you want to see then you add some data into it. Let me add some data into it by typing. Let me add what we had. Let me add this text only. This is a test file, this is a test file. Then we have welcome to MGS classes. Let's have 3 lines in there. Thank you for watching, like this. This is the file that we have created like this. This is the text you can see on the screen. This is a text file, welcome to MGS classes and thank you for watching. What the text we have created here. Okay, now let me close this file. I have saved this file by pressing Ctrl S, type the text and Ctrl S, and then you close it. Now to know what is the location of the file, then you may click on the right click on the file and then just go on to the properties. Here you will see the location. What is the location? You are able to see this is the location. This file is placed at what location? In the C drive, users folder, admin folder, and then on the desktop folder. So this file is placed under C drive, users folder, admin folder and desktop folder. Inside this is the location of file. So you should copy this location of file while you are placing the file name under this argument open method. In the open method and file name, in this place you will pass the file name and then its path also. Okay, like this it should be placed in a string, C:/admin:/desktop call slash, what is the file name? File name you can see, file name is, this is the file name, test is the file name, and then what is the extension? The extension of file is .txt. So you will put this full file name while you are creating this file or while you are writing into the Python code. Okay, now let me go and close this file. We will read this file while we are writing the code in Spider. Okay, so now I'm going and again in the presentation mode. Okay, so I have shown you how to create the file and how to know this path actually. Okay, now I am roughing all those things and let me show you how to do other steps also. So I have explained this line to you. Now let me remove this line completely. Okay, now what we will do, this is the line, that is the first line you should write. To open the file you will use the open method, and then you will pass the file name that we have discussed here just before, and then you will pass the mode. Currently we are going to reading this file, so we are passing the R. If you want to write this file, we will see subsequent practicals also in which we are going to write into file. In that case I will tell you how to use this write mode and how to use this append mode. What is the difference between writing mode and append mode? This is a very interesting question. If you know this, writing means, let's suppose this is the test.txt file, and if you are opening into the writing mode, then if you write anything into this file using write method, then what will happen? It will overwrite this content. It will delete the existing content and write the new content. What it will do, it will delete the existing content. Let me write here, delete the existing content and write new data, new content or data, what you want, whatever you say. In append case, what it will happen? In append case, your data that the file already have will not be deleted, and you will be adding new data. The old data, or we can say existing data, will not deleted. Instead the new content will be placed. New content will be placed after existing data. So in case of the writing mode, what we were doing, we were deleting the existing data that file have and writing the new data. And in case of append mode, what we are doing, we are not deleting the existing data that file have, instead we are just adding the new data into the file. So in that place, as per the requirement, you will use these methods, these modes, write mode and append mode. For now we are not going to use in this practical these modes. We are going to use the read mode to read the particular file. For your knowledge, I have explained it to you, so that whenever we are doing the practical on append mode, you will not feel very new. Okay, you will feel that we already know these things, and it will be revision for you. Okay, so now the next task is to, we have opened the file into the read mode. Now second task is to, what? You need to read it line by line. If you want to read the complete file at one go, then the read method is provided to read all the content of file, This is the read method. If you like write file dot read, then what it will do, it will return the complete content of the file in some variable. And if you write file dot read line, then what it will do, it will return first line of the file. Let's suppose if you are reading this file and you have used file.readLine, then this line will be returned in output only. Okay, if you are using this read method, then whole data, whole 4 lines will be returned at a one go using this method. Okay, and another method is also available whose name is read lines. Read lines is a method that is basically used to return the list of all the lines available in file. It will return the list of all the, okay, the list object it will pass, actually return list of all the lines that file have. Okay, so it will return all the lines as a list. So we are not going to use this, you are not going to use this, because this will return whole content at one go. We won't read it line by line, that's why we are going to use the read lines method. If you are using the read line method, then it will only return the first line of the file. Then to access the second line, we need to call this method again, then it will read the next line. But read lines method, what will do, it will return the list of all the lines that file have. In first line it will return this, in second line it will return this, third line it will return this. So I am going to discuss how this output of the read lines method will be returned, so that it will be clear to you. Now I am roughing this all. For the knowledge purpose, I have explained all those three methods, although it is not needed, but I know knowing everything so that you don't confuse, and if another practical comes in, then you can solve it. So what actually file.readLine method, read lines method return, I am going to show you. So this will return a list in which each line will be printed like this. This is test file. So this is the first item of the list. Then second item will be welcome to MGS. Then this will be the second line. Okay, this is how. Then classes, it will be the third line or third item of the list. Then thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. It will be the fourth item. So it will return like this. This will be a list object, and each index of this list object, this is 0 index, this is a 1 index, this is a 2 index, this is a third index. Each index of the list will represent a line in the file. Let's suppose the file will have the 100 lines, then it will return 100 elements in the list. Okay, so this will be the second line of your the Python program. Read it line by line. Then what it is asked, display the each word of the file. Now from this list of lines, we need to fetch each word and put a hash after each word. This is the another task. So third thing is what, we need to iterate this list. You can iterate the list using for loop. You should know this. If you don't know, then please go and watch the list lectures or list how to iterate the files in Python class 11 practicals, so that you can know how to iterate it. Now we will write the third line, that will be the for loop to iterate this list. Okay, let me use some different color so that it don't mix. This is the third, this is the first line, this is the second line, and this is the third line. So what we will do, this will return some list. Let's suppose lst, or we can say lines. Okay, we are not concerned about the variables here, we are just discussing the logic. So for loop, what it will do, it will fetch lines line by line. Then we will, let's suppose we have this in this list variable. So let's suppose lst is a variable, then what happens, each line one by one come in this variable, and then in this variable, in this loop, what we'll do, we will fetch the word. And how to fetch the word, you use the split method of the string. So line is a string variable that is having this particular whole 4 words. So to each reiterate each word, what you will do, you will use the split method. So words will be fetched using split method. So you will write line dot split, split, and this split method will do, it will create a another list object, and that list object will be having each word. So again in that case, what will be the words object will contain, this words object will contain like this list. So it will have this, then it will have each, then it will have a, then it will have the file like this. This is a file, this is test file, sorry. So you will have the test here and like this. So this line dot split, by default it will split with the space, so it will return like this. Now we are having a list that is having individual words. Now we will, what we will do, we will again a loop we will use, and we will print the words by word and append this hash in that. Okay, that we can do using for loop. Again we need to use to iterate this second list. Okay, so now let me find some space in this area. I am roughing this because I have explained to you how this particular problem you need to solve. So now I am roughing this. Now what I need to do, I will do what, iterate the words. So the fourth statement will be what, for word in words, this will be inside this for loop always. Okay, so now what we will do, we will iterate. So what we need to do here, we were iterating the words, and then we are, what we are doing, printing the word with hash at the end of each word. So this is how this logic will work. And at last what we will do, we will close this file. Always whenever you open the file, close the file again, so that this file may not be crashed. Okay, better to, it will, after opening, work in the file and then close the file. Okay, so this is how this actually logic will be. I have explained what kind of concepts we are using. Now I am going to do step by step solution, and then we will write the Python code and then we will run it. Okay, so now we will write the steps. Steps is what, first step is to open the file, in read mode using open method. What is the syntax of open method? Open, then you will pass the file name with full path. I have shown how to get the full location. Then you will pass the mode, in this case you will pass the read mode. Okay, I have told there are 3 modes: read mode, write mode and append mode. Okay, these are important for you. Now in second step, what we will do, we will read the file line by line using read lines method. Using read line method, you will read the file content like this. We will do. Then in third step, what you will do, fetch the words of each line and append the hash after each word. Okay, so what we will do, we will again use the for loop to iterate this line. So we will use this like line, then in, then you will write lines, then in word, to iterate each word you will use words, because these are the list, this is the list, and words we will fetch before writing this line. You need to write this line. Actually you need to split the file with the space so that we can get the each word. So to get the each word, which we will do, words list we want to get, then we will do line dot split, and with the space you will split. By default if you don't pass, it will split using space only. Then each word you will iterate and append the uh, in, and then words, and then you will print the each word, plus at the end of the word you will append the hash, like this. And after everything is done, then you will close the file using file dot close method. So this is how this program will be written. Now we will go ahead and write the Python program. Okay, so I have already told you that this function will return list of all lines. This function will what return list of all words of line. Okay, so keep this in mind, otherwise you will be confused how this for loop is written. And for loop, what for loop, if you apply on list object, what it do, it will fetch line by line each line, and let's suppose the list has 3 lines, then list has 3 elements, then this for loop will execute 3 times. And let's suppose first line have 5 words, then this for loop will execute 5 times. And for each line this for loop will execute and append the hash in the end of the each word and print it. Okay, so this is the logic actually. Now we will write the Python code. Okay, now I am here to write the Python code. So first what we will do, we will open the file. So I am creating the variable file, open method you will use. Let's suppose our file is placed in C folder, and then in users folder generally, then username, let's suppose admin in case of mine, it might be different for yours. This path may vary for different students. It may be according to your computer, or it may be according to your location of the file. I already told you how to know this location of file. I am having it on desktop, that's why it is written like this, txt. You will write like this. This is the file name with extension. Okay, and this is the path of the file that you should get by right click on the file name and go into the properties, and here you will see a location kind of thing. Here you will see the path, but after copying the path, it is only having the single slash. You please put a double slash here, because single slash will be used for escape character. So please put one more extra slash wherever you see the slash in the actual location. Actual location will be like this only, users, then admin, then desktop, this like. So actual location will be look like this. When you are putting this in the open method, please put one more slash here. Okay, otherwise it will give error in case of Windows. In case of Linux, you need not to put this the double slash. Then you will pass the read mode. Okay, look like this. Then what we will do, we will fetch the lines. So to fetch the lines, what I will do, let me create lines. This will be a list. So file dot read lines. File dot read lines method will return the return list of all lines. Okay, then what we will do, we will iterate each line for line in lines, and then each line will come in this variable line, and you may now use to split the word. Now see here, each line will come here. This is the list object, because this is the list of lines. So each time if you iterate using for loop, each time the each line will come, and for each line you want to fetch the words. For that purpose you need to first split this line. This line will be the string object, because this will look like this. Let's suppose this is line 1, like this it will have. This is line 2. Let's suppose this line has two lines. Let's suppose this file has 2 lines, then this line relines method will return list like this. Now in this list we want to fetch each word. Then in that case what you need to do, you need to split it, because it is a string object. You know, each object of the list is string. This is the string object. So to fetch the words from the string, what you need to do, you need to use the split method. So split method will return again what, line dot split, and we are splitting it using space. By default it will be split using space only. If you don't pass like this double quote, what it will return, for the line number 1 it will return like this. This will return a new list in which each element will be a word, like this. This is line 1, like this. And whenever we are iterating the first time, then line number 1 will come, and words will have this list. And if whenever we are iterating second time this loop, then line second will come in the line variable. Again split method will be called. In that case what will be in this words variable, this is, let's suppose, line 2, like this. Okay, like this. Each time we will have the words list. Now we need to iterate this word list. Why we need to iterate? Because we want to display hash between each words. So for that purpose I will iterate it again for word in words, like we have done for the lines list. We are doing same for the words list. Now in that case we need to just print what, word plus hash at the end of the word. Then it will print the output like this. This, then hash, then each, then hash, then line, then hash, then 1, then hash. Same for the again for the second line. This is line 2, like this the output will be generated. Okay, and at the end of this for loop, what we will do, we will close this file, and at the end of this for loop we will write a print statement with double quotes, because otherwise the whole word will not shown line by line, it will shown in a single line, because this print will print all those stuff in a single line. Okay, so keep this in mind. This is the Python program. Let me run it for the some sample input, and we will see into the spider editor. Okay, so let me clear this and go and type into the spider editor. So I'm going into the spider editor. Okay, now what we will do, we will type here. So first thing, we need to create a file. I have already created the file. You can see on my desktop. Here it is a file. If you see and open it, you will see this is the test file. Welcome to MGS classes. This has the 3 lines, and I have saved it. If you didn't created it, just create by just right click on desktop and go into the new and click on the text file. You can create it very easily, then open it, write some lines in this particular text file, then save it and then close. And then to see the path, what is the path of this file, you can right click and see on properties. Here it is the path, location is displayed, and here it is the type of the file, here it is the file name. So these steps you should know before you start writing the program. Okay, now let me go into the editor and write this. So I have already created a file. Now I will open this file using open method. I will pass the full path of the file. So how can we get the full path? Just click on this file, properties, and copy this. Select this location and copy it. Let me copy it. I have copied it by pressing right click, copy, or just Ctrl C. Let me copy this first and go to the spider editor. Now I will paste here it. Now just put, this is the actual location, but if you are running on the Windows machine, just place one more backslash here before each backslash, because backslash is used for escaping the character in the Python program. So just place a one more backslash after each backslash, so that it didn't consider it as a backslash sequence. Okay, now after this desktop you will put the file name. You know what is the file name, go to the desktop and see what is the file name. File name is this, test is the file name. So I will copy this and put here test. Now I need to put the extension. What is the file extension? You can see the file extension by clicking on the properties tab. Here it is the file extension. So .txt is the file extension. So you go and type the .txt at the end of the file. So here I am typing .txt, then pass the mode. I am passing the reading mode because I am using this for reading mode. So I just use this as a open this in a read mode. Now what I will do, I will use the, let's suppose if you want to print the whole content of the file, then what you will use, you will use the, I have already told you, read method. Read method is basically used to print the content of all the whole content of the file. Let's suppose you want to see what is written here in the text file, then you can use file.read method. So just run here, you can say this is a test file, welcome to MGS classes, thank you for watching. So this is what written in the file as we have seen on the desktop. Let me open this and show you. So this file has this content only, and here on the output also we are getting the same content. So this read method is basically used to print the whole content in the one go. If you want to print the first line of this particular file, then you will use read line method. Let me try. If I type read line method and run it, that see it is printing first line. If you again write this line again, then it will second time it will print the second line. Let me show you. Let's see. This is, if you are writing the read line method 3 times, then it will print 3 lines. Okay, so this is how read line method works. Now I am going to show you the read lines method. So let me show you the argument of the read method also. Let's suppose you want to read the first 10 characters of the file, then you will pass the 10 into read method, then it will only show the first 10 character of the read method. So you should know all those stuff. You might have read all those stuff in your theory class also. Now let me use the read line method. So what read line method do, let me file dot read lines. Previous one was the read line only, now I have added s, so it will return list of all the lines. Let me show you. See here in the output window, here it is returning list of lines. This is the first line, so it is the first element of the list because it is starting with the square bracket. Then it is the second line, it become the second element of the list. Third line became the third element of the list. This is how this list is written by the read lines method. Now what we need to do, we need to hold it in some variable. I have printed it for your convenience. Now let me hold it in lines variable because it contains the all lines of the file. Now to print each line, what we need to do, we need the for loop for line in lines. Then what it will do, it will print each line. Let me try to print each line. Previously it was printing the list of line, now let me see, it will print the lines. See here, using for loop I could be able to print each line like this. Now let me fetch the words, each word. So to fetch the word, what we need to do, we need to split. So line dot split, by default it will do splitting with the space. If you want explicitly, if you want to split by some other character, you may pass this character here. For the space you need not to do anything, it will return the words array, words list like this. Let me show you. So see here, this is returning list of words of each line. So this is the test file was the first line. Now this is having a first list having the words of the first line, second list having the words of the second line, third list having the words of the third line. Okay, this is done by this line dot split method, and for each line we are doing this. That's why for each line we are printing. Now what we need to do, we need to print hash in front of each word. So for that we need to iterate this array also, as we have done for the lines case, words, and then what we will do, we will print here word, and then I am passing plus double quote hash. Okay, let me see it. Here you are seeing the each in front of each word we are able to append the hash, but after each word we are getting the new line. Why? Because print method by default ends the print with new line. That's why each line, each word is coming in the next line. So to do this, what we need, ending with nothing, then in this case all the words will come in a single line. Let me show you. Here you will see all the words are coming in single line, and after each word we have appended hash. Now let me show you. Now we want this output line by line. In that case, after this for loop you will print a blank, so that after each line we will move into the next line, because due to this and equals to blank, the whole words are coming into the single line. After each line, let's suppose for first line words are printed, now we want the second line, then I have used the printed with blank, and by default print statement will end with the new line. So now it will come what we want. See here, after each word we are able to add the hash. You can see here. Now I will show you how this function actually working, and at the last you should close the file, because so that it doesn't consume unnecessary memory or file doesn't crash. It will not do anything programmatically, but in background it will close the file. Okay, now let me show you how this file actually working. I am clearing the console, and let me show you how it is going to work. Okay, you know what is there in the file, so let me open this file here. This is the file actual. Oh, sorry. We are having this file, and let me show you the how it is going. So first this file will open in read mode, and read lines method will return what? It will return what? You can guess. It will return three things, three lines. This lines method will return what? It will return list like this. So it will return, I don't know what was there in the file. So this is test file. Welcome to MGS classes. Thank you for watching. This is the text actually. So let me note it. This is a text. This is a test file. Okay. This is a test file. Let me note the content of the file. This is, so what the line method will return, this is a test file, and second line will be this welcome to MGS classes. Then what will be the third line? It is thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Okay, this is the list it will return. This is the whole content of the file, and using this method file.readLines, it will return the list of each line. Okay, now I am closing this line file, and now let me see. Now this, what it will do, this for loop will do, this for loop will iterate first time this line variable contain this line. So first time this line variable will contain this time. So the first time this line variable will contain what? This is a test file, like this. Okay, and for this line this loop will execute. So what it will do, it will fetch, split this line using space, and this words array will contain what? This is the lines array. Now the words array will contain what? Words list, sorry, array name list will contain what? Each word as a list item. This is a test file. Okay, this is how it will contain. Now this for loop will do what? It will fetch each word from this words array and put into the word. So what will be the word? First time word will be what? Word will be this, and it will print what? It will print this, and then at the end of this it will print hash, and then we are not moving to the next line again up to, let's suppose this first time this will come, again this each will come in this word variable because this is a for loop. Then each will come and print hash on the, then this a will come in this word variable. So a will come and a will print again hash. Then test will come in this word, test will come like this, then again test hash will print, again this file will come here, and this file and hash, like this. Okay, so this is how this loop will keep on adding the hash at the end of the word. Now this word array has emptied, this loop will exit and print the now cursor will come in the second line. Now again this loop will terminate and second line will come. Now second time line will become this line, welcome to MGS classes. So welcome to MGS classes. So this line variable become second time this, and then again splitting will happen. Now this time word array will contain welcome to MGS and then classes, like this. And now again this loop will continue, append each time hash welcome, then to hash, then MGS hash, then classes hash, like this. Again third time this line variable will have the value called thank you for watching, thank you for watching, and words array will have these words thank you, then for, then watching, and again it will print thank hash for hash watching hash, like this. So this is how this execution will work. Okay, now let me go and run this program. Now I am running this. Here you can see this hash, each hash, a hash, test hash file, and welcome hash, MGS hash, classes hash, thank you hash, all those are printed, you can see here. So this is how this program can be done. I have explained all those details that are required. I have additionally told you about the reading modes, how to open the file, how to print the whole content of the file, how to read the read the lines line by line using readline function. All those stuff I explained. I explained the for loop to iterate the words, how to split the strings. All those stuff are very important for your programming. Keep this in remember those. Practice this practical in your computer, otherwise you will not get the gist what you want. And in the next class we will see some more practicals on the file handling. Till then, thank you, and I hope you understood. If you didn't understood, if you have any doubt, please comment below in the comment section, and please practice this in your computer. And thank you for today. Have a nice day.